Hey, what's up guys? I wanted to make this video regarding ingredients in Duke Cannon and Dr.Squatch, just because I've received some comments on a couple of videos that I made regarding those soaps about the ingredients, and I wanted to research it just to, check and see how natural each one of these soaps is. So thanks for stopping by Men's Essentials, guys. Please like and subscribe on your way in on this channel. I'm going to make videos about watches, sunglasses, men's grooming products like these soaps, just stuff that I think are essential for men. So yeah, please like and subscribe again if this is the sort of thing you're looking for. Let's get into the video. Alright, so again guys, I wanted to make this video regarding ingredients because, like I said in some of the comments I received on one of the soap videos, someone was saying they did not want to use Duke Cannon because they use sodium tallowate. And I just got various comments like that regarding ingredients, and someone else said something about animal fats, which is basically sodium tallowate, but I didn't really understand what sodium tallowate was or a bunch of the other ingredients on there. So that's why I want to cover this, because it seems like some people are concerned about it, which I am too. I do know, I've done some research into soaps and stuff like Dove and your general run-of-the-mill soaps you can get at the grocery store has ingredients that aren't good for you. If you Google that, you'll find out some of the ingredients in those soaps are toxic and not good for you, or there's been studies about it that it could be bad for you. So that's why I really wanted to research each one of these companies and look at the ingredients. So looking at Dr.Squatch first, they actually have a section on their website. I'm gonna put the link in the description, but they have a page on their website that talks about the ingredients they use, and they actually also have a shit list of bad ingredients, and it says on their ingredients we never use. It says meet our shit list, a roster of nasty, harmful ingredients that we vow to never use in any of our products. So I'm gonna list some of those off. I'm gonna show a picture here, but aluminum, parabens, phthalates, sulfates, dimethylaminoin, FD&C colors, mineral oil, MIT, CIT, nitro and polycyclic musks, petrolatum, PEGS, soybean oil. Okay, so I have heard of aluminum, parabens, sulfates, and the colors as being bad. I had not heard of a few of these other things though, like mineral oil, MIT, CIT. So they're saying they're never going to use these ingredients in their soap. So there's, yeah, so I mean, that's a good thing, right? I think that's great that they put that on there. So if you want to find out what ingredients they don't use, go to the website on the link in the description I have and check that out. So now I'm gonna talk about the pine tar Dr.Squatch, because that's the soap that I've actually tried from them, and I want to talk about one I've tried. But let me go over the ingredients on the Dr.Squatch pine tar scent. Ingredients: saponified oils, olive, sustainable palm, coconut, shea butter, orange essential oil, fragrance, pine tar, pine essential oil, oatmeal, sand, activated charcoal, kaolin clay, and sea salt. So one thing that I in my opinion, what I've heard is that someone told me is if you know what the ingredients in something that you're using are, if you're familiar with them, that's probably a good thing, right? So then, oatmeal, sand, charcoal, I've heard a lot of these things being used in other products, but I know what they are, so I think that's a good sign, right? But then there's things that I don't know, like saponified oils. I mean, I know people use coconut oil and certain fats for soaps. I've heard of that before. But my question with this was if the saponification, if that process makes them toxic somehow. But I found a good source regarding saponification on LESCREMUSA.com. I'm going to leave a link to this source in the description too, so that you guys can see where I got my information. But basically this website talks about how lye is used to make soap if it's a real natural soap. And what it says is normally they're not going to put lye as an ingredient on a soap if it's natural, because consumers tend to be scared of seeing lye on an ingredients list, which makes sense, right? Because from what I've heard, lye can burn your skin. It can just be an irritant. So it's just not a good thing if you consume it. However, when it's used to make soap, the process of making soap is called saponification, and lye is used in that process. So if you look at an ingredients list, and if it says saponified oils, sodium palmate, sodium taloate, sodium cocoate, sodium palm kernelate, sodium olivate, all these are names that are alternative, I guess, generic names for lye, which, you know, the pine tar, Dr.Squatch does say saponified oils. That's the first ingredient on there. But regarding how lye is used to make soap, according to this website, saponification is simply the name given to the chemical reaction between an acid and a base, which results in soap. The base in this instance is sodium hydroxide, and the acids are fatty acids or triglycerides found in butter and oils. When oils are mixed with sodium hydroxide and lye, there is a chemical reaction between the substances called saponification, and the result is an entirely new substance. This substance is soap. This means that there is no lye left in the soap. The chemical reaction has caused all of the different substances to alter molecularly, churning them into entirely new substances. So that's just a quick explanation of what saponified means. And to me it makes sense. So I don't think that's dangerous. I looked up other resources to see if it's dangerous, and it seems like that's how soap is normally made. So hopefully that's, not a bad thing. Now on the Dr.Squatch website, like I said, they have a glossary of ingredients page, which I'll leave a link in the description to also. It's pretty cool. They list all the ingredients they use. And one of the first ones that I saw on the list here is lye, and they say lye is a critical ingredient in the soap making process. It reacts with oils during the saponification process to create soap and glycerin, and it says they add extra oils to produce in a process called superfatting to make sure no lye remains in the final product. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the same thing I saw in the other resource. Now the other ingredient I was just curious about but not really scared about was kaolin clay, and on their website it says, or maybe it's pronounced kaolin clay, acts as a gentle cleanser that absorbs excess oils produced from the skin's sebaceous glands, leaving behind smoother skin. It's used also to improve the texture of the soap bars. So yeah guys, again, those are some of the ingredients I was curious about with Dr.Squatch. Everything else to me just seems like, honestly, like good ingredients. Fragrance, I guess, is another one you might be concerned about if you have sensitive skin. I know people who buy fragrance-free cosmetic items because the fragrance irritates their skin. So if that's something you're concerned about, maybe get a fragrance-free soap. But regarding, as far as I'm concerned, and with me, fragrance doesn't affect me. So just based on this, I think I'm going to keep buying Dr.Squatch. It's a great product. It does seem to have natural ingredients, nothing crazy or toxic or out of the ordinary. So let me know what you guys think about Dr.Squatch, or if you have any concerns or questions, we could try to figure it out. Or if you know more about this than I do, leave some comments in there if you have experience with it too. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm just trying to figure this out on my own too, just like you guys. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the ingredients in Dr. Squatch. But go to their website if you want to find out more. So yeah, now moving on to Duke Cannon. Alright guys, so regarding the Duke Cannon ingredients, I'm going to look at the ingredients in the Fresh Cut Pine Duke Cannon soap, because that's the soap that I reviewed in one of my videos. So first off, sodium tallowate, sodium cocoate, and or sodium palmkernelate, which I addressed in the Dr. Squatch section of this video too, which is basically the saponified oils, the saponification. These are items that come from that and are used for that. So we already addressed those. They seem fine and safe, so that's a good thing there. And then water, and then glycerin. That's one I had a question on. I mean, I've heard that before, but I don't really know what it is. I did find this though regarding glycerin. It says it's a versatile ingredient that acts as an amazing humectant, helping to hydrate the hair and skin by drawing in moisture from water in the air. Glycerin is also a byproduct of the soap making process. So again, it looks like that is probably not too dangerous according to what I found. And another source I found talks about glycerin, and basically says it's a sugar alcohol that is an intermediate in carbohydrate and lipid metabolism. So that's too advanced for me, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna leave a link to this other source I found regarding glycerin. But apparently glycerins is an emulsifier. It's used in the pharmaceutical industry. In foods, it's used as a carrier extract or flavoring agents. Apparently it's really sweet. And it prevents things from drying out. And particularly ointments and creams. In the food industry, glycerol is an important moistening and sweetening agent for baked goods. So yeah, it looks like it's basically a sweet ingredient that keeps moisture and yeah, prevents things from drying out. So I mean, if it's used in the food industry and a lot of other skincare products, I'm assuming it's safe. So I think that's okay too. Next ingredient for Duke Cannon is fragrance. Again, I did mention this in the Dr. Squatch section, but if you have sensitive skin and fragrance irritates your skin, maybe, you know, you don't want to use this soap. You want to get something more natural without fragrance. If that's something that you struggle with. Next ingredient here, it says sodium chloride. Now this one I was concerned about until I find out that sodium chloride is basically salt. So if you're worried about getting salt on your skin, then don't buy Duke Cannon. But the Dr. Squatch soaps, a lot of them have salt too. Like the Pine Tar one that I talked about earlier has sea salt, which is used for exfoliation, and you know, so yeah, it's basically salt. The next ingredient, or the last ingredient on the Duke Cannon, is pentasodium pentetate. Now this is the one that I think concerned me the most, or not concerned me, but I just didn't know what it was, so I wanted to figure it out. So I found a short article on truthinaging.com. And this says pentasodium pentetate is a chelating agent used in cosmetics and beauty products to prevent various mineral components from binding together and negatively affecting the formulation. The addition of chelating agents to hard water causes metals to form a complex with the chelating agent, creating superior foaming and cleaning performance. Pentasodium pentetate also dissolves metals, preventing them from being deposited onto the hair, scalp, and skin. So That seems like a good thing, right? You don't want metals in your hair, scalp, or skin. Looks like it's deemed as safe, but it can be an eye irritant, so obviously you don't want to get any of the stuff in your eyes. So I'm gonna leave some links in the description regarding pentasodium pentetate. It's basically a chelating agent, but if you guys again have more information about this than me, let me know. But it seems like it's used a lot in cosmetics, so I'm gonna say that's okay, and I think Duke-Canon is good to go. Regarding ingredients too, I just wanted to put this out there because some people said, well, I'm not going to use Duke-Canon because of animal fats. I think one of the comments I had was, but it seems like Dr.Squatch also uses, maybe not animal fats, but they do use other fats. So I wonder, you know, some people are concerned about that. Dr.Squatch also uses it. So again, this is just something I wanted to put out to learn. I wanted to learn about it myself, but if hopefully you guys get something out of it too. I'm going to continue using Duke-Canon and Dr.Squatch. They're both great soaps. I think they smell good. I might prefer Dr.Squatch regarding the ingredients, maybe. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but like I said, go check out their websites and if you want to look up more info, guys. But again, thanks for stopping by Men's Essentials. Hopefully this helped you out. Have a great day.